Hello, welcome back everyone. Time for some more big stompy robots and bookkeeping simulator. Well, hopefully more of the mech fighting than the bookkeeping. I do tend to spend a little time in the mech bay. Hold on, I gotta fix something. There, that's better. Okay. So last time we left off, I think we just got our next story mission. Yes, so we do have a story mission we could go to right away if we wanted to. I did actually change our name and gave us a color scheme. So we're the Salvage and Reclamation Company now. Completely innocuous, completely innocent. We're just a legitimate businessman here. We're definitely not creating the salvage, ourselves. And we got our classic Cadian khaki and green color scheme. Figured I'd just go with that. It's on brand, right? Right. So, plan. I think... Do we have a little bit of work to do? No, we've already set our mechs in the mech bay. What did we fit this fire starter? Machine guns. Yes, okay. I'm just trying to remember where we left off last week. Oh, something I forgot that we could do is that we can actually rotate our mechs in the mech bay to get a better look at them. How nice, right? Okay, do we have contracts on this planet that we want to do, or do we want to go straight over to the story mission? Do we want to start with the story mission today? Panzer, liberate Panzer. I think this is the ammo dump mission, or the ammo depot mission. Further details will be provided upon our arrival. Is it so hard to give us the information immediately? Do we have a lance capable of doing missions? Or do we have to take that travel time? We've got 4 mechs, so we could do a mission, and then use the travel time to refit, repair, and heal up if we take any damage. And we kind of need the money. We are a bit low on cash here. So, do we have any attractive missions here? We got a defend base, recovery... Not the most money either. Assassination. But unfortunately it's only 2 salvage. Assassination missions are really good if you want to get mech salvage. You should do Mech Warrior 5. Yeah, Mech Warrior 5. Maybe like at the end of the Mech Warrior arc. You can stream how amazingly disappointed we are. Yeah. Yeah, if we're going to do Mech Warrior 5, I think it's going to be when we're out of Mech Warrior content. So, like, I've got Mech Commander, which I can probably get running on Windows 10. I think there's ways to do it. Mech Warrior 3, which I have got running. Mech Warrior 4, Mech Warrior 4 Mercenaries. And... I think that's it. Unless you want to do, like, Mech Commander 2. But, I mean, we got a couple mech games before we have to dive into that steaming pile that is known as Mech Warrior 5. Oh, no, I'm sure it'll be okay, right? Let's not speak badly about the dead. The original Mech Commander. Yes, Mech Commander 1, or Mech Commander Gold, as it's known. It was released as freeware, like, years and years ago, so... It should be okay to run. And we also have a battle. Just a straight-up battle... We haven't done... No, we did do a defend base. That's our last mission that we did last stream. We ended on a defend base mission. So, should we go for just a recovery? It'll give us... It won't even give us a full month payment. So maybe... Assassination, just take the money. If we take the money, though, we're not going to get... We're only going to get 1 priority salvage. Mech Warrior Online 3 times a week? I could, yeah, maybe if I want another, weekly staple game like Age of Empires, I just swing on over to Mech Warrior Online. If I'm, really dying for some more mech content. Well, salvage is basically money. mech parts sell for a decent amount, and we get weapons and whatnot we can sell. And depending on what mech it might be, we might have some parts for it already. It's only 1.5 skull. Our lance is going to be somewhat light because our heavy is the catapults in the shop along with the Shadowhawk. So we're going to have to take this fire starter. I want Decker in that. He's my light mech pilot. And that leaves Glitch. Do we want to swap Glitch out? Or swap someone out for Glitch? I don't think anyone really needs the experience, and multi-target won't help us. Okay, we switched the Vindicator. We used to have a PPC and an LRM-5 on it. We switched it to like a medium short-range configuration with a bunch of medium lasers, SRMs, and machine guns. And Centurion's our sniper. Firestarter is another machine gun mech. Only 2 medium lasers. I thought I put more on that. And a blackjack sniper. So we don't have the most damage. We've got a lot of ability to do crit damage or fish for headshots, but no like straight up mech killing power. But you know, being a 1.5 skull, this probably won't be too hard with our lineup at least. But we'll see how it goes. The assassination target is usually in a heavier mech, and there's usually, well, there's definitely going to be a support lance, and there might be a ambush lance or reinforcement lance dropping in to protect him. So, is Darius saying anything? No, nothing useful, and nothing useful in the intel. Says if he ejects. Is there a chance that these guys eject? I've never seen them eject. I've always seen them either die or run off the map.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, that is a Centurion. I can tell immediately by that arm there, that shield. So, nothing too heavy. And I think we have a piece or two of a Centurion already, so the low salvage won't be an issue. Alright, so there is a support lance over here, which is not good for us. Like, ideally we want to engage this lance first, clear it out, and then we can take care of the target at our own time. If we go after the target immediately, we might get that reinforcement lance dropped on us. And he might decide to run while we're starting to get engaged by the supporting element. The only problem here is that the terrain that we have to fight over for this enemy group is really poor for us. It's open. This rock is the only thing that can limit line of sight for us. We have no cover. Unless we fight around this small island here, but we won't be able to break line of sight until we get further around the edge. But fighting from cover is better than fighting from the open, and I don't want to like go up the middle because that'll just get me attacked from 2 directions. You always want to attack from one side, you know, limit the amount of area you're exposed to.
Standing by. Aye, aye.
Okay, we got contact already. So, can we jump into cover? No. So we want to just save the heat and sprint. No, you can... No, it's still not cover. That's just rough or boggy terrain.
Coordinates received.
Okay, we got at least 1 light mech. I'm going to reserve down and see what they do.
Roger that. Standing by.
Firestarter. It's got a bit more firepower than ours does, but he's kind of alone and unsupported, and he's got shoddy armor, so he's only got 50% of his regular armor. This guy won't be an issue, even with that evasion in cover. It might take a little bit to get him wounded, but we do have sensor lock on Decker. And let's get maximum evasion.
Acknowledged. I got a sensor trace.
And we saw what this was for just a split second, but unfortunately I do have the sped up time on between the moves, so we didn't actually get to see what it was.
Sensors locked on.
But given that it's phase 4, it's in light mech. So these are all light mechs here. And good, that is in cover. Now I want my left. Is it the Centurion's left side? Yes, it is.
Engaging jump jets.
You know, I'm only facing light mechs, but you still want to, you know, take as much damage as you can on one side, you know, tank with it. Save your armor for the big fights. Because BattleTech is kind of a game of endurance. I can't get in line of sight, or nothing in range, not these medium lasers at least. Unless I just move into the open.
Up high. Roger that.
Okay, we're chewing through that center torso nicely. Only 41. An AC-5 can finish that off.
Receiving you.
Or no, maybe not. He's in cover. A pair of large lasers certainly can, though.
Roger.
If we don't manage to hit it, that's not helpful. Okay, this is just a full lance of lights. And a single LRM-5.
Damage minimal.
What light mech has a single LRM-5? A Locust LRM variant has 2 LRM-5s.
Waiting for orders.
Do you have center torso ammo? No, you just have flamers there. This mech will have a little bit of evasion from last turn, we just don't know what it is yet. Light mechs with LRM-5s. It's not a Panther. Panther has a PPC and an SRM-4, I think.
What's up, boss?
There's no commando variant with LRMs as far as I remember. Should we just go for the machine guns? You get line of sight on whatever this is? It's a Jenner. That's not good. Jenner packs a pretty good punch for its weight class. Doesn't have much armor in return though. We got a head hit. If we wanted to start mech surgery, it's a good good start if we want another fire starter. And that's the Panther. Is that a hit? No, they missed. Okay. Alright. Well, the fire starter being out there, taking all the hits... inevitable, really. And that's a really bad move for him. He's completely out of cover now.
Systems holding.
Still don't know what this is. So, do we finish off this fire starter? This is its right arm, which is facing us, so we can chew through that center.
What's up, boss?
Or not center, chew through that one side, and that should get us his center torso.
Here we go. Acknowledge.
If we don't miss. There's an enemy turn in there. That Centurion is moving down. Yeah, he's moving in to support his supporting element. It's kind of role reversed here. Now, some of these other mechs might be more threatening, like that PPC on the Panther, but I've already started hitting this fire starter, and it can be annoying with these flamers overheating our mechs. But you want to concentrate your damage, focus fire on one target at a time, get them out of the fight, then you don't have to worry about, you know, what guns they have. And then next is probably going to be the Panther. It's at low evasion, good chance to hit. Well, it's better than it. It could be worse, you know, 55%. You can't quite get close enough and still be in cover. Yeah, you can see like these slight color differentials on the range band here. That's like the overlap of various optimal and effective ranges, maximum ranges, whatnot. We're just like 1 hex outside of range for the medium laser. It's just a medium laser though, so let's just stay back and stay safe.
Engaging target.
Well, misses happen like that.
Detected.
Wasn't a high chance to hit, so it's kind of expected. A locust. It was a double LRM locust, it just only fired one for some reason.
Barely hit, Commander. Orders?
Now, should we pull back, or should we try to get some rear shots? Only 7 armor in the rear. Where is its ammo? It's not in the center torso, it's in the right torso. Okay. And that's outside of machine gun range. Can we get rear shots on the Panther from here? Yes, we can.
Affirmative.
Along with a lot of evasion. That will overheat us.
Firing at enemy city.
Okay, well, not as effective as it could have been. I was worried he's gonna shoot my fire starter in the back there, but he's got some... He's got a mix of long and short range weapon. That PPC does have a minimum range.
Barely hit, Commander.
70% from the front. Maybe we want to work on this Jenner. This guy's in cover. We can't get a good shot on him with all of our weapons. Whereas this Jenner, much more likely to hit. Like his overall damage potential is greater, but it tends to spread out because it's not like concentrated into a single weapon. Like, can I get a side shot on him? Yes, I can. All right.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
All the big guns missed, of course. The Centurion is slowly creeping closer. This is probably going to overheat us if we fire all the medium lasers. We're going to have to take a turn to melee or just cool down. Yeah. Or we could overheat ourselves. We're going to be traveling after this mission, so we can take the repair time. Overheating is just going to do like 4 damage to our internals every turn you're overheated, so it's not too bad. It's not a lot of damage, and we still have our armor. I'd rather just kill this thing. You know, it has the potential to do more damage than a little bit of overheating does.
Trying my internal.
Waiting for orders.
Same with you.
Copy that.
Just pour all the fire on that side.
Got it.
There we go, one more target down.
Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
And this locust isn't going to be an issue. In fact, it's not even attacking us. That's a good play. You should run away. In fact, just eject. Save us the trouble and eject right now, little locust.
Ready for orders.
Alright, let's just
Ordnance
keep
received.
playing Ring Around the Rosie. Got a head hit. Alright. Are we in melee range? No, that forest is a bit...
Yes, Commander.
Forest is a bit too thick to get close. We're not going to jump, though. Because we need to save the heat. We do need to cool down. Because, you know, 2 turns of overheating is a little bit much. It's still overheat.
Got it.
And there's a Centurion. It's got an LRM-10 firing at us. Did not have the greatest evasion because we didn't jump. We didn't move very far. Light mechs kind of live or die on their evasion. Especially Decker, because he doesn't have bulwarks. He's only getting a 20% damage reduction for being in cover rather than the 40% that everyone else is.
All weapons committed.
Center torso's almost gone, only 10 HP.
Yeah.
Can Medusa finish it off? Without overheating to death? Can fire one laser. Well, that would be enough to kill, even with the cover damage reduction. Do I want to waste a precision strike? And it hit the leg, I think, yeah. Well, that was a waste to resolve. We're just gonna have to chase this locust down and not, like, punch it to death or something.
Receiving you.
So the rear still has 5 armor, but it's only 5 armor. You could just go for a rear shot.
Yes, Commander.
Jump in. Is that rear? Yes, that is.
Roger that.
Just use the machine guns to save the heat. That should be enough damage to chew through that.
Target lock on enemy position.
And we just blew up the entire mech. There's not a single piece of it left. Okay. Do we go after this locust? Or do we go after the centurion? The target, the assassination target, can just run away and get to an evac zone. I'm not sure if he does that at like a set time limit, or only after he's taken a certain amount of damage, or after his support lance is destroyed. This locust is going to have shots in our rear if we focus on the centurion. But I don't want this guy running away. That's our mission objective. So let's try to focus on the centurion, I think.
Full throttle.
This locust isn't really doing
Stand
much.
by.
And we need to get eyes on target. You know, accomplish the objective rather than go after kills. No,
Aye, aye.
not you. Sprint.
Looking out.
And plus we need the turns to cool down. If he wants to pelt at us with the single medium laser,
Commander.
that's fine. I'm going to reserve down and let the Centurion move. He might move in closer. Oh, that's not good. It's a good thing we beefed up the rear armor.
Good to go. Lifting off.
And there it is. Can we get a sensor lock on him?
Got a lock.
He's got the height bonus. And he's still in cover there. That's cover, apparently. And he's got full armor. So, AC 10. That's the dangerous weapon here. That's 60 damage in a single point. That can blow through the fire starter armor on the torsos. Take out the center torso in 3 shots. Kind of scary, but it is shorter range. Do we want to engage this guy from long range, or do we want to get close to him? That'll favor his AC 10, but if we flank at him from long range and he starts to run, we're not going to be able to catch up to him before he gets to the evac zone. So we don't want to scare him away. I think we want to get close. Just keep closing on him.
Waiting for orders.
As fast as we can through this cover. Could just jump. We have the heat
Yep.
now, we can jump. And that'll let us brace too for some extra damage reduction.
Confirm.
Alright, Locust, what are you doing? Nothing, not even firing LRMs. Reserve, see what he does. And he dipped out of line of sight, that's good for us.
Standing
Well, we don't have any indirect fire weapons, but he's not shooting at us. It gives us time to close in.
Firing jump jet. What's up, boss? I copy.
A bit risky putting him out there without cover, without bulwark to give him extra damage reduction, especially getting close to that AC-10. If he pops out next turn, it's not going to be good for us.
Good to go.
But he does have high evasion, so he might miss. Okay. Reserve one more time, then we'll go in.
Reserving action.
Alright.
Waiting for orders.
Decker, how far can you get? You can get behind him. How's his rear armor? Decent, but it's, you know, thinner than the front.
Up high.
The Firestarter actually generates heat with every jump. It doesn't have enough heat sinks to, you know, not take the damage. Do we want a Vigilance? That'll give him a little bit of cover. No, he's gonna go first next turn, so we can get him out if need be.
Putting one in the back.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Okay, almost stripped the armor off the rear.
Yes, Commander.
And we don't have any cover. Unless you want to just jump in place. Can we get the side shot? No, we can't. Sprint? No, we're kind of locked in there. We could jump here out of line of sight and pop up next turn. We do want someone in range of the fire, or someone for him to shoot at that's not the Firestarter, because he could turn around and punch him.
Jump.
So we're gonna have to keep someone in line of sight. How about our own Centurion? That'll have to do. I want my left side.
Engaging target.
I like BattleTech. Hey, don't insult this
Commander.
wonderful IP.
Roger that.
Like, I know it's... You know, it's no Gundam, sure, but...
Copy that.
No, actually, I prefer BattleTech over Gundam series. Okay, this Locust is just going to be a minor annoyance. I think... Do we risk the melee? Because that's a lot of evasion. That's an incredible amount of evasion, especially on a light mech which has a small target bonus or penalty to hit. So very unlikely that he's actually going to hit it with weapons, but he could just turn around and punch. You call yourself a weeb? I don't call myself a weeb. I mean,
Ready for
I might
orders.
watch anime and I might watch VTubers and read manga and everything like that, but definitely not a weeb. No, absolutely not. Certainly,
Copy that.
definitely not some insecure
Giving
playing.
some guns.
Okay, we did get a crit.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I jumped him. Low evasion.
Orders.
Can we get behind him now? Yes, we can. Look at this. Medium lasers, SRM machine guns, no minimum range, perfect rear shot.
I copy.
In fact, should we do a called shot straight to the center?
Firing all.
There we go. Now, get to the evac zone, huh? Where is it? Here. They love doing this. They love placing the evac zone behind the enemy. I mean, granted, it's a little locust, which I'm probably going to kill in one shot here.
Engaging jump jets.
Had considered just running away for the jokes,
Engaging.
but no, we're just going to kill this thing, because it's in the way.
Enemy mech.
Almost.
Critical damage detected.
And
Ready for orders.
you just finish him off for us.
Jump jet.
Nothing like a little bit of overkill.
Enemy down.
Mission successful.
Alright, we didn't even take much damage. We got a little bit of overheat damage on that one, but we don't have much repair. So, well, we're going to have a couple days repair anyway, so we're going to have to take that travel contract because we got nothing else to do. I was thinking we could have done a second mission, but no. We could get a Panther. That'll complete a Panther. We can sell that. And another Centurion piece. Sure. Well, we ended up getting pretty much every mech part. Other than the Locust. Thank God. I don't need more of those. Unless I'm desperate for money, I'm not going to salvage a piece of a Locust.
That mech you
Right.
wanted is back on.
We're just going to sell this Panther. Wait. Did we have a... Oh, right. We got our extra mech base. We can actually have a second lineup here. What, in case the fire starter ever gets hit? A replacement for the fire starter? So, it's got a PPC and SRM4, very low armor. Heat sinks, jump jets. What do we want to take off in order to beef up this armor? Well, the SRM. And you can probably drop a heatsink now. Because it's generating 35 heat from the PPC. Oh, we might be able to put a couple heat sinks back on, or maybe swap in another medium laser somewhere. Just get the armor up a little bit more on the rear. We have 2 tons left. These heat sinks were in the legs, weren't they? Yeah, you can tell because if you put it back where it was, the days don't increase. 0.88 tons. I could put a medium laser on this thing. And then drop those 2 little points of rear armor that we put on. That sounds good. Just a quick little refit, not even...
On it.
Well,
I'll let you
I would
know
say
when
not
it's
even a
done.
day, but one day. And these guys just need repairs. And what are we looking? 13 days. And we only got 2 mechs. So we're definitely taking that travel contract, because there's nothing else we can do until that comes in. So, yeah. Time for the story mission, after a little bit of travel. Rumble seat. Got a random event. Argo's command deck begins to shake again. Can't stand this every 2.5 hours. Okay, if we had the upgrades, certain upgrades that you do certain things in these events, if we had it, we could just fix it permanently, but I think this is going to decrease morale or give someone like low spirits. And we just decrease morale by 2. Okay. Nothing we could have done without that upgrade.
That work order's complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
And we just finished the lounge, which is 1 extra morale, so we got a little bit back. Now, what was it? It was the structural repair, wasn't it? 15 days? Is there any upgrade that needs that? The pods do. As well as the next engine upgrade, and... well, that's power. This won't do anything in the immediate future, but it will have effect in those random events. So do we want to prioritize RNG, or do you want to get some, like, Mech Tech points? We could also get a training module. That'll give us a little bit of experience. It's not going to be good for our pilots that we have now, because we're past this 10k threshold. But if we get new pilots, like totally rookie pilots, we could do it. But I don't think we're going to be hiring any rookie pilots, not anytime soon. We're kind of out on the lookout for Ronin mech warriors. Mech warriors that come with skills and whatnot already in. Automation. Some of these upgrades do also come into play for the random events. Do we have one that's just 10 days? Yeah, that one.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
And let's keep going. So, Panzer Liberation Mission. Pretty sure this one involves blowing up some ammo depots and chasing down some vehicles.
Job's done, Commander.
And our mech bay's done. Is there any last minute changes we want to do before we get there? Travel is 7 days. Were we happy with the fit that we had? Kind of disappointed that there's only 2 medium lasers on the Spire Starter. And which of these machine guns? That's the +5 shots, and that's the +25% crit. And that one is another +25% crit. Oh, 2 of them. So we managed to pick up a couple more of those. I thought we only bought 2. Well, that's a matching pair at least, so we'll keep them on there. We don't have any other things to replace. Did we ever put that... We picked up a PPC plus, didn't we? Yes. Okay, it is on the catapult. 30 extra stability damage. That's really good. So it's good thing we got that fit. I don't think we're gonna make any changes. We're just gonna go on.
Hey, boss. We've just...
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Not yet. I want to see the shop. Yeah. Also, we are very close to being bankrupt here, so we do need to do this mission. I wasn't really paying attention to that. The shop. No, we can't do the shop. This is an enemy-held planet, so there's no shop and there's no hiring hall, so straight into the contract we go. Welcome to Panzer, Commander. Lady Arano and the Restoration Army are already fighting on the planet's surface. We have been for weeks. With the aid of House Decimus's ground support facilities, Miss Meyer will carry your lance through Panzer's orbital defense field and drop you on the surface. Okay, let's keep going. What's on the surface? Dropping behind enemy lines. She'll lead from the front. Well, we heard this story before. Back on Weldry, she said she was going to lead the attack on the planet's spaceport. And then she showed up at the prison we were liberating behind enemy lines. Unsupported, I might add. So, we'll see if we get another surprise this time. Surely they won't do it twice in a row. Harass the Directorate's supply train. Target valuable military hardware. It is this ammo depot mission. Okay. Couldn't have arrived at a better time. Desperately need help. Support Decimus. We're taking our final push against the Directorate's last major stronghold. Fully committed. Directorate seized control of Panzer's only remaining starport. And we won't have any reinforcements. Yeah, surely. Surely. I need someone to take Spaceport's control center away from them. It's gonna have to be you. Okay. more news. Message from Lady Centrella, that's the Canopian assistant that Kamiya's getting. It's been a major incident on Perdition. Looks like a terrorist action. A chemical attack against the city of Harlow's Landing. Initial casualty reports some 11,000 dead. Chemical attack isn't supposed to happen anymore. That's true. There are certain laws, rules of war that have been signed after the disaster of the succession wars that ended up destroying, set back the technological base of the whole setting quite a bit. Yeah, the Ares Conventions. The Davians have denied all knowledge of the attack. I guess they were being suspected. Right, it's a Turian concordant planet that got attacked, and they don't like the Davians, so they're pointing fingers at their closest enemy. That's not important, so let's just get moving. Bring your best. God's country victory. Okay. It's just gonna be pure skill. And drop these. Let's get that catapult and that Shadowhawk. Decker, we don't need you. I don't think so. This is going to be a brawling mission, I think. And multi-target on the Shadowhawk would actually be useful in case we have to split fire with that AC-5 and the SRMs. What of the droid attack on the Wookiees? He never got his answer, did he? Poor Ki-Adi Mundi, to this day, wondering what about the droid attack on the Wookiees. Is this a good fit? I did not check my pilot skills, actually. We got a little bit of experience. Priority mission on hold, we'll be waiting. Okay, it's good. Just a quick check of our pilots.
Orders.
Cult shot bonus at Tactics 6. That's pretty good. That will increase the odds of hitting a specific section when we do them.
Good to go.
Oh, he's dead now. That's true. Yeah, he is. He ate it, didn't he? And of course he did. Order 66, right?
Training complete.
Yeah, let's get that cult shot bonus on everyone.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, now we can do that mission. Contracts? I think it's under contracts now? Yes. Okay. Do we have to go through this again? Alright. Just speed through. Yep, okay. Oh, wrong button. That doesn't matter. The dialogue choices don't matter. Unless it's like that RNG event where you're deciding what action to take. These dialogue choices don't matter. Alright, now let's get everyone back to where they need to be. There we go. Shot in the back of Magito. Wasn't he in the star? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Who was the Jedi that was in the starfighter that got shot up? The, like, squid face man. I thought he died that way, not... Yeah, but yeah, he was leading that charge. So any information... Dropship Control Center. Planet debris field is oddity. Leftover, so just background information on the planet. Nothing relevant to the mission. Take control of the Directorate's turrets. Don't allow Directorate reinforcements to land. Destroy the spaceport's Dropship Control Center. This isn't the mission I was thinking of.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, I'm glad you made it. Navigating Panzer's debris field and the sisters, no small feat. No sweat. Restoration strike teams have already joined forces with the 2nd Decimus Fusiliers to engage the enemy on multiple fronts. Nothing relevant to our mission. Locate dropship control center, destroy it. Yeah, we already know that. The ADB Coronac? Requesting navigational aid, so we're gonna have reinforcements to deal with. We have a leopard of engineers heading our way. Take control of the spaceport security headquarters. Take out their vehicles, give us some breathing room, and we'll get the turrets. Okay, we at least know that we're fighting vehicles and not mechs. As soon as we have the turrets, the directorate will fire on them. Use that as a distraction.
Good hunting, Commander. You bring down the control center, and we'll handle the rest. Good luck.
So we have 6 rounds remaining for the turrets and 15 rounds total to get the dropship control center. So we're going to have to rush, I think. I'm not going to be able to mess around.
Good to go.
And we can't jump into cover. We can sprint, at least.
Coordinates received.
Alright, what do we got? Bulldog, Striker, and a bunch of unknowns. I think one of these is going to be a bit of a heavier vehicle.
Got it.
It is a winter planet, so our heat sinks will be a bit more efficient.
Engaging jump jets.
Here we go.
It's kind of hard to see the lines and the firing arcs on this terrain. Detecting directed SRM carriers. That's what I was worried about. That's not reserved down. They haven't moved. They're sitting ducks. We got the initiative. Can we see which one is the heavy vehicle? That's the SRM carrier there. And the other one is here. Okay. So these are the 2 priority targets.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Where's my PPC? My catapult is phase 2, right, because heavy mech. So who's got the highest chance?
Waiting for orders.
Probably the Centurion. And I want my left side showing.
Engaging jump jets.
Yeah, that's another SRM carrier, and that's just another Bulldog. So other than these SRM carriers, not too much of a threat. This is why SRM carriers suck. That's 10 SRM-6s right there. Each of those is... well, what's 8 times 6? 16, 32, 48. Yeah, so 10 times 48, 480 damage potential. Not fun to get shot by.
Engaging target.
Really not fun if we miss.
What can I do for you?
So, what do we have left?
Standing by.
Just the
Waiting for orders.
AC-5? Can we get the medium lasers in range? Yes, we can.
I leap. I soar. Take this.
Good. One down.
I feel bad about shooting the little guys.
Oh, please don't. They have no qualms shooting you. Oh, do we want to do that? If we don't kill it... well, it's not going to go until phase 1. But we have no cover there for anything else. Those Bulldogs do pack a large laser on them. That's not nice to get shot by. We do want to take a lot of damage early on. We can't afford a vigilance. So, hopefully our catapult can take care of that one.
I copy.
I'm gonna bank everything on the catapult.
Taking the shot.
Okay, well, nearly got that one side.
Ready for orders.
Can you get line of sight from here?
Confirmed.
I don't have enough resolve for a called shot either, so both of these are going to have to hit the same section. Good. Nice. That's the big threat taken care of.
Gone.
Ha! Send me a real opponent!
And if these vehicles get close, we could just stomp on them. Vehicles take double damage from melee. Let's not forget that. Okay, that side is getting a little bit crispy. That's kind of our dead side, though, other than that AC.
I hear ya.
And not quite enough movement to stomp on them. So, what side is weak? That's the right side, this way. If I get too close to this area, I might take shots on the side. Well, I could jump on them, but I don't want to take the damage on my own legs. That's actually inside AC5 range. Not the best chance to hit. So maybe we want to swap out someone else. This striker is facing, or showing its side. And we can jump between these two buildings and save the line of sight. Or, restrict the line of sight, rather.
Time to fly! Got it.
And not quite. I think we kind of just spread out our hits. Do you want to do the same thing? You don't have line of sight because we're actually being blocked by our own mech.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
Almost. 14 HP left.
Commander.
Do we want to jump in with the machine guns just to make it definite? And we can afford the heat on this map.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
We still have a... That's the turret. Okay. We have a contact in Initiative Phase 1. I was worried it was going to be another... like a surprise SRM carrier. Can we get a side shot? Doesn't look like it.
Copy that.
Well, let's just go in on it.
I copy.
And hit both sides. The catapult does have the armor, it can kind of withstand this.
Barely hit, Commander.
Missed with the large laser, that's good. That's a sniper turret. That was 4 AC2s mounted on that thing. Same with that turret. Not the best accuracy,
Damage minimal.
which is good because we're not in cover. And that was what I was worried about, jumping down here, going after that bulldog. Having these targets in the rest of the spaceport, getting shots onto our rear and side. We have 12 rounds left for the control center, which is all the way back here. We're gonna have to run for it. Probably jump down here through this forest, stay in cover. We'll have the turrets on our side as soon as we clean up these vehicles.
What can I do for you?
Can I not stomp on that? No, it's kind of like blocking me in, isn't it? Oh, let's jump out of that line of sight. Oh, almost. Come on.
They're coming around the side.
That was an LRM-10
You got nothing, you hear me?
in Phase 3. Could be a Centurion out there. Centurions do come with LRM-10s.
Engaging jump jets.
Like, I know that was a really short jump, but jumping does give you more evasion than just walking does. And it doesn't generate that much heat if you go short distance, so...
Unit destroyed.
Always jump when you can. It's just better than walking in, like, 90% of cases. Not this case, though. Well, actually, I do have to jump back to get into cover, so... Because my AC-5 was in minimum range. Alright, turrets are ours.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's start moving. Get to this forest here and make our way to the command center. What's an LRM-10? Long Range Missile 10. It's exactly what it sounds like. Fires 10 long-range missiles in one volley. Ignore the turrets and concentrate your fire on the Battle of the Mech. We must protect the control center. Reinforcements can't land. We're all dead. For the Directorate. Why are we patched into the enemy comm system? A Jenner. I didn't see what that's. Panther. And Trebuchet. And a Hunchback. I want this Hunchback. But we have a... we got a turn limit here. And a Dragon. That's the LRM-10. Okay. Very similar to a Centurion, but it's got an AC-5 instead of a LRM-10. It's a heavy mech, though. Not a medium. It's basically trading the AC-10 for a bit of extra engine power. It's a very fast heavy mech, which makes it a not very good heavy mech. Okay. Sprinting will get us the furthest we can go. And they're not...
Waiting for orders.
True to their word, they're not even targeting the turrets.
Hauling ass.
So if we can stay out of line of sight for as long as possible, the turrets can do some work for us. Right? Yeah, they're not shooting.
Good to go.
Those turrets are also going to make mech surgery a little bit of a difficulty.
Got it.
Because they'll be hitting...
No shooting.
They'll be hitting the enemy in places that we don't want them to hit. But, yeah, this Hunchback is very scary. It's an AC-20 mounted in this torso here. It kind of gives away where it is, this massive gun mount.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, catapult. That's the Dragon.
Good to go.
And I don't think he can see us. Okay, now he can see us. We are in line of sight with this Panther. And our friendly turrets are just sensor locking. Okay, that's actually good. They're concentrating their fire. The AI is actually doing a good job for once. I mean, they're kind of hitting it from every single aspect, but, you know, they all fired at the same thing. You can't ask for much more than that. Alright, this Trebuchet is exposed in the rear, and it's got very little armor on that left leg. Another volley from all these turrets, and it might go down.
Waiting for orders.
Should we sprint, or should we get some shots on? Can we target that Hunchback right there? From here, out of cover. No. Let's get into cover before we make our move. Especially against that AC-20. Okay, now they're engaging the turrets. Guess they realize that, you know, just standing around getting shot by them is not a good idea.
Full throttle.
Receiving you.
Oh, some of them are.
Acknowledged.
Some of them are still just kind of milling around, not sure what to do. Okay, that Hunchback is coming. It's only got 2 evasion pips, so we can blast him down this turn. He doesn't have bulwark. He doesn't even have a pilot title. Not even like rookie or pilot or anything like that, so he might only have 2 pilot wounds. I think you can go as low as 2. If you don't have any guts, it might be 2 to start with. It could also just be 3. 3 sounds like a reasonable level, starting level. Nope, let's not get that angle. Can we get... That's a side shot, and that is the AC-20 side. Right, his right torso. In fact, we're just going to do a precision strike as well. Just blast it. And we hit the leg, of course.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Alright, and they're continuing to fire at the trebuchet. Good. Okay, this isn't helpful. Short range AC-2 fire, also not very helpful. I think it's safe to say that this trebuchet is going to be out of the fight before we have to deal with it. Okay. So that's the... they do have a Centurion as well, okay. It just hasn't been doing anything. Because I used the called shot on the Hunchback, it bumped it down into the initiative phase 2, so we can get all of our mediums on it before it can act. Which is great for us, because we need that AC-20 dead. I do not want to get shot by that thing. Okay, it's exposed. You've got the machine guns. Can you get... No, that's way too far to get the machine guns in range. We do have a lot of medium lasers, at least. Which Hololive Ian Singer is best? I think we can kind of work from the bottom up. That'll be easier. I think. I think the worst is probably Fauna. Her voice is very soft, and it doesn't lend itself well to singing, especially like the emo punk songs that she wants to sing. Forget Robot Talk Chuba for a sec. Okay, yeah. So Fauna, Mume when she's not trying, when she's just joking around, and then no. Fauna, Ame, Callie Bottom? No, I think Callie's alright. I really like her, what is it, Hejime Bully? I'm not sure what the Japanese word in that title is. Her Bully song, I like that one. So Fauna, Ame, Mume when she's not trying. Kiara's got the chicken voice that kind of gets in the way. It's kind of hard to place Kiara, Crony, Mori. Gura's definitely close to the top. Gura and Iris are kind of fighting for the top spots.
Commander.
Okay, can we get that PPC into that AC-20? Not from any other position, so we're just going to do a little hop, get that one evasion. Oh, it's dead. AC-20's already dead. I wasn't even paying attention. Right. Can we get that leg, then? 69% chance to hit that leg.
Copy that.
7 HP, okay. Yeah, I think Callie's fine. She's fine. She's alright. And he guarded, so he removed all its stability damage. A knockdown would have been really nice, but we're gonna have to go for the leg shot to get it now. This trebuchet is still alive. Oh, okay. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon there. Okay, we got 8 rounds. We're gonna need to make a move on. We can't clean up all these mechs. We're just gonna have to make a beeline for that control center. We took out the biggest threat in that AC-20, so I'm kind of confident moving up.
Damage minimal.
Good to go.
It's not in cover. That's the opposite side. That's his left side, facing us. This Panther has not moved at all, so it's got no evasion. We might just blast through him. The Hunchback is kind of... It's neutered. It's not a threat anymore. Whereas this Panther can tie us up in melee and make it difficult for us, so let's try to get him out of the fight.
Engaging jump jets.
He does have a small cover bonus, but he's not going to be able to withstand concentrated firepower of that magnitude.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Commander.
Hopefully, those turrets don't kill the Hunchback. Hopefully, we can still do our mech surgery on him.
Affirmative. Taking the shot. Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, that's 2 pilot injuries there. One more, and that Panther's dead. That Dragon is going to be a problem. Especially with that stability damage he's inflicting on us. And our Shadowhawk arm is exposed. Thankfully it's empty though, right? Yeah. Alright, Medusa. Do we Vigilance? Move him up in initiative phase? Sit in cover here? He's got Bulwark, he'll get the full bonus. Yeah, we need to get a move on. We can't stick to these forests for too much longer. Is that Hunchback? His damage side is facing us, so we might actually be able to get a shot on that leg. Right? Yeah, right side. It's kind of a waste of a PPC shot, though. And precision strike, too. 69% chance. Well, hopefully we get it.
Target confirmed.
No, we missed. Great. That was a waste of resolve. But 85% is not 100%, so it can happen. Just miss everything against a knockdown Panther. These turrets are not the best.
The clock is ticking and that dropship is getting close. I'd recommend that you prioritize targeting the control center, Commander.
Yeah, I'm working on it. If I had LRMs mounted, I could just fire indirectly and the mission would be a breeze.
Can't take many more hits like that.
That Shadowhawk, I need to move it.
Waiting for orders.
I just need to get in cover here and brace, get that stability damage down. Because I cannot afford a mech being laid on its back for a turn. No, that's not nice. It's hitting my torso. Got a weapon in there.
Yep.
He's got high evasion, he's braced. With bulwark. I can wait. If they want to shoot him, they're welcome to. Actually, what's your armor looking like? It's almost intact. Okay. We have to get. Let's see, 55 and 67. That's 110. 123 damage.
Ready for orders.
The Vindicator here can get it. Can you get the right angle though? That's his left side. So that side, no he can't. Can't even jump that far. That Hunchback, however, is that not in cover either? Just short. We're just gonna have to sprint it. What got whacked there? I saw an orange number. The arm.
A hard hit there.
I'm gonna have to start properly side tanking with this Shadowhawk.
Engaging jump jets.
Maybe have the Catapult and the Centurion here act as a rear guard while the Shadowhawk and the Vindicator go after the control center.
What do you need? Here we go.
Concentrate all fire on that Centurion. Hopefully the turrets can maybe knock him down. He's unsteady. I got a melee attack from the dragon. That's really bad. Oh, it could be worse. It's not the good PPC. But we don't want to get into melee brawl here. This is bad for us. Of course they miss with their PPCs. Come on, get him knocked down. These turrets are not being very helpful this round. Another melee attack against the catapult on the other side this time. I think that hit the leg. Okay, what are we working with here? How far away are we to the control center? It's still all the way over here. How much HP does it have? I can't tell. It's probably like 150, 175-ish. With only 6 rounds left. Okay.
Standing by.
If we punch the Panther in the rear, we can probably kill it. Please, kill it. What did we even hit? We did not get it. And that's the arm gone. We're missing a PPC now.
I lost a weapon.
Thankfully, it was the default one, or the villain. It's not the special PPC. Still, this dragon, right torso has AC5 ammo in it, and the center is also weak in terms of armor. That's a rear shot.
Engaging jump jets. Targeting rear armor.
If you can chew our way through this rear,
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
hopefully we can kill this
detected.
dragon before it does too much more damage to us. God, please stop meleeing my catapult. It can't take it, it's almost knocked over.
My internals are taking a beating. I'm under heavy fire here.
And that dragon's gonna go. This dragon is gonna go before my catapult does.
Good to go.
How much damage can you deliver to that dragon? You need 70, and you've got,
Yes, Commander.
well, you got 100 in medium lasers, 36... No, not 36. 16... 32, 48. Keep 48 from the SRM and then machine guns. I think I'm going to Vigilance and simply jump behind here. Just pour everything into the rear. Please kill this dragon this turn.
Firing.
Not quite. 1 HP, come on! So close! Come on! 1 extra little machine. Okay, thank God he's not targeting the catapult.
Orders.
Catapult, you need to get out of here. You need to run. Sprinting, you can't sprint? No, right, unsteady, can't sprint.
Roger.
Just brace yourself. Clear that unsteady. Hopefully these turrets this turn will actually do some work. You got 5 rounds left to kill that command center. It's going to take us 5 rounds just to get there. Okay, that's the Panther dead, finally. There's a lot of crit damage on that dragon. It's not going to be very accurate. Still punch us, though. That's a lot of weapons in that left arm, too.
Orders.
Okay. Its rear is facing that way, so jump here. We can't get the machine guns in range. We might as well just jump the full distance.
Up high. Target lock.
Okay, that's one more threat taken care of.
Hostile removed.
I really do need to get a move on, though. I can't be fighting off all these mechs back here. And pulling them into this force is getting them out of line of sight from the friendly turrets.
Commander?
Which, how far can you run? Not very, but can you break line of sight at least?
Double time.
Another melee attack. Please stop hitting that left side.
Internal damage. Critical hit. Bad one, I think.
And you are all the way back here. Can't get a melee attack and you're overheating. So this is the Centurion. This is the Hunchback. The wounded side's on the other side from us, so we can't get good shots. Left torso doesn't have anything important. It's the right arm. Wait. Oh, this isn't the AC-10 variant. This is the large laser. This is the laser boat variant. Okay, so that's less of a threat. Oh, I was worried it had an AC-10 on it. We can't really afford a jump. We can't take the heat. But we might just have to do it, yeah.
All weapons committed. Warning. Exceeding recommended level.
Can't quite jump past that wall. Can you sprint at least? That's still in line of sight. So I guess stay in that cover there. What side is wounded? My left side, so I want to face this way.
Firing jump jet. Acknowledged.
Good shot, turret. Taking out some weapons on that Jenner. 5 rounds left. The Centurion can get there in probably like 1 round, 2 rounds, and then start shooting. We're gonna cut it real close, I think. It's gonna come down to the wire.
Good to go.
Yeah, we might be able to jump into range next turn and get a shot on. Okay, he missed with most things there. That's good. This catapult cannot take much more hits. And we are in melee range. We do need to cool off.
Engaging physical attack.
70 damage is nothing to sniff at.
Crap. That shot went internal.
Commander.
Alright, you, Vindicator. Can we get a knockdown on this Hunchback? We might still be able to do some mech surgery this mission. Or do we want to just concentrate fire on this Centurion? We've got the good side. That's the large laser. Yeah.
Standing by.
That's going to be 56 damage, 55 from melee, and then machine guns as opposed to just shooting him. Which is a lot more damage, even with the damage reduction.
Taking
Commander.
Medusa, you're kind of our backup. Or do we want to... The right side can take a couple more hits. You got 108 health left on that arm. The Centurion can't do that much damage, especially in cover. As long as we keep showing our right, and we stay out of melee range. Please hit the leg.
Attacking from position.
These turrets can kill that Jenner. I would be very grateful. Oh,
Commander,
camera.
we're
Oof.
almost out of time.
Yeah, I know.
Can't afford to
Can you,
let enemy reinforcements land. You need to bring down that control center.
that Vindicator. Oh, it's only 5 HP left on that arm. And it's got a lot of weapons in it. So, who is moving next? Well, one of these two. So, this Vindicator needs to move, and it needs to show its right side. Can I jump this way? Yeah, that'll be right. What side is that? Is that the same side? Yeah, so if I get just a little bit closer, I can get the machine guns on target. Although that won't be showing my right to the Jenner or the Hunchback, that'll be showing my center, which it still leaves my left side vulnerable. No, I need to pull back. I need to make sure that's only my right side showing. Because that left side is packed full of all the goodies. I didn't even properly rotate. Let's just do a precision strike then. We want the accuracy if we're going to be taking a shot. And it's only 18% chance to hit the center torso from this angle. So that's 80 HP there, and 70 on the leg. Getting the torso will destroy its weapons. No, not that we managed to. Okay, that's good. He wants to shoot the right side of my catapult. I welcome it.
Reporting.
As long as you're not shooting at the Vindicator.
Armor loss.
Waiting for orders.
I can move those guys later. I want to take care of these mechs first. Now the Centurion is going next. Can we knock him down? From here, that's small lasers in range now.
Engaging jump jets.
Should we do a called shot on that leg? That'll just knock him down in the initiative order. It won't, like, skip his turn or anything like that. So we might want to just go after the arm. Just do a regular attack. Oh, we got the leg anyways. That's good. And a head hit.
Enemy mech.
So we might get some decent Centurion salvage out of this mission too. If we hit this torso, that's going to be 3 wounds.
Good to go.
Alright, Glitch, get up here.
Got it.
Please start killing that command center. Only 100 HP, okay.
Got it.
One more volley. We got this. Okay, we can still do surgery. We got the time to do some surgery. And especially if they want to sit in the open like this. And we did save our precision strike, right? Alright, this hunchback. It's got AC-20 ammo in that left torso. If we can get the machine guns in there and get a crit on that ammo, it'll go up. And then we can just knock down this leg for the other injury that we need. And that's a full hunchback salvage.
Receiving you.
Where's you? Left side. So this side here.
Standing by.
No, that's not line of sight. How much HP is that on that? It's 55. Even out of cover, we don't do enough damage to kill it. So... stay out of line of sight, possibly? Oh, wait. You can actually get shot on the control center from up here. And I showed my wrong side. Whoops. Thankfully, we are out of line of sight.
Attacking from position.
Wait, did that just end the mission? Okay, evac. Thank God, okay. I would have been very upset if that ended the mission before we could get our salvage. These turrets want to kill this Jenner sometime today, please? No? Okay.
Damage minimal.
We got a head hit on this guy, right? And a knockdown, because he's got... Okay, yeah. So, Centurion's got 1 wound left. Hunchback has 2 wounds left, but he's nearly fallen over. I want to prioritize this Hunchback. I've already got a Centurion. I want a Hunchback.
Commander,
Not you. Where's my Vindicator? You.
waiting for orders.
That's the weak side. If I can just get some machine guns on that leg.
Receiving you.
Is that in punching range, though? And I want my right side facing. That's not in machine gun range, though. That is. Right side.
Jumping.
Turn these lasers off. Target that leg. Machine guns only.
Firing on target. Forward.
Alright, that's 1 more injury. Now we can do called shots on this torso.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
That was a stray shot on that Vindicator. I hope it didn't hit anything. No, it looks like it's all the same HP now. Let's get the small laser in range. We want all the damage we can on this torso here. So that is 110 HP with 86 on the center torso. 110. That's everything but the small laser. What are the chances everything but the small laser is going to hit that, though? What were the odds for everything else? 20% on the center torso if we target the left. 48 overall. Yeah, okay. There might be a little bit of bleed over or some stray shots hitting that center torso if we fire everything. I'm wondering... The odds are not very good to hit everything in that one left torso. Because we have 85, 100, 110. We have 110 HP worth of damage with our AC5 large laser. Medium laser, S laser is just going to be a little bit of a overkill. If everything bleeds through and hits that center, it's dead though. Low odds.
All weapons committed.
Oh, I saw a couple hits. Yes, we got it. We got a full hunchback salvage, including that juicy AC-20.
Waiting for orders. Affirmative.
Long-range AC-5 shot.
Firing on target.
Aye, aye.
Now you... That's the center. You can't get a side shot on him. 70, that's 85. The Centurion's a bigger threat right now.
Firing on target.
And we got the ammo. That's another pilot kill. So we have 2 mechs full of salvage. This came out better than I expected. I didn't think we were going to get any salvage from this mission because of the time limit, the turrets, you know, everything working against us, but we managed to get 2. A very profitable mission. In fact, we're going to have more salvage than we can pick. Because we're going to have 3 slots, 3 guaranteed salvage. And the dropship collides with the debris field, killing everyone on board in gruesome, horrible death in space, burning up in the atmosphere.
Mission successful.
Alright, good job, guys. Nice bounty of salvage. Now that we have the hunchback, we can start putting plan one shot into motion. Just AC-20s on everything. Called shot center torsos. Anything less than 100 total structure and armor just gets killed. And we destroyed all the garrison units, so we get an extra 50% money. Nice. A lot of repair time, and we did lose the PPC. Fortunately, it wasn't the good one, just the basic version. But we're going to be out of the fight here for a while. We have 4 slots, which is just enough to get the Centurion and the Hunchback. Is there anything else that we would want instead of a Centurion piece? No, just an absolute boatload of SRM-6s from those SRM carriers. And no special weapons. Okay. We might get a Jenner from this as well if we roll it. Nope, but we did get another Centurion piece. And some SRM-6s. A very successful mission overall, despite the damage we took. Oh, that was loud. Putting my mug of iced tea back down on my desk. Anomaly. You've done it. Thanks to your efforts, the Restoration Army has broken Director's hold on Panzer. Lord Decimus has already pledged his house and his systems to my service. The Restoration is growing, and with his support, gain territory, soldiers, both the supply chain, not a bad deal. Directorate took a scorched earth policy or approach to Panzer's farmland. Without ongoing support, the people here would starve. The Directorate is really, like, comically evil. It's approaching that cartoon evil status pretty quickly. You had death camps, starving your own people. Some other things happening that haven't been revealed yet that I remember. We'll get to those later. Your people will love you for it. I'm sure they will. The liberator, the feeder of the starving. Yeah, I'll continue feeding them as long as they need it. These people are my responsibility. Okay, yeah, whatever, Camilla. It's a victory to be sure, but we're still a long way from Cormadir. Director Espinosa has only just begun to marshal his forces. They've gained access to weapons and battle mechs that are totally foreign to the Aurigan Reach. And where's this hardware coming from? Lady Victoria's personal battle mech is a prototype model that's almost impossible to find outside of the Draconis Combine. Okay, so we have outside forces supporting the Directorate, which is only fair because the Canopians are supporting Camilla here. It's kind of turning into a proxy war between the Canopian... I think the proper title is the Canopian Matriarchy. And some other force that's supplying the Directorate. Something here you may want to see. Actually, you may all want to see this. Something strange on the Argo's nav computer. Now, what could possibly be on the nav computer of a Lost Tech pre-Succession Wars dropship? Any guesses? Any idea what could possibly be on the navigation computer of a dropship that went around to a whole bunch of different systems? I don't like the sound of that, sure. Again, meaningless choices. I found something weird on the ancient ship, is what spacers say in horror movies, usually right before everyone starts dying. Well, there's no aliens in the BattleTech, no sapient aliens at least. There's, you know, critters and whatnot, but no dangerous aliens. Back me up on this. What was the one you made me watch the other day with the drones that started eating people? Appeared to have stumbled onto an encrypted data archive. Somebody hid it away in the Argo's secondary storage drive. I thought it was on the nav computer. Let's just say, that's just my best guess, mind you. Starleague era encryption software isn't really my area of expertise. My father spent years trying to figure out how to get the Argo back to Regan space in one piece. Well, I mean, it took us one operation in an afternoon to secure it from those pirates, and I'm sure the Aurigan Coalition had way more resources than just some ragtag mercenary band you contracted for it, so I don't know what your problem was there, Camilla. But you felt that it was important somehow, and now this. I want that archive opened. Need to know what's inside. I've heard enough stories about Lost Tech treasure hunting to know it's a bad idea, so why don't we just leave well enough alone? Well, I don't think they used, like, hostile viruses and whatnot during the Secession Wars. It was kind of more like nuclear carpet bombing that destroyed everything. It's a Starleague era data archive. Of course we should open it, yes. I mean, absolutely. That'll make us rich beyond our wildest dreams for generations. Thankfully, we can follow this lead and pursue our campaign against the Directorate at the same time. The liberation of House Carosas on Smithen is already the Restoration's next objective. High Lord Simon. Carosas was High Lord Tamat's chief technologist. How convenient for us. Securing the help we will need will cost us nothing if we weren't already planning to pay. Perhaps it's all just coincidence. Yes, a very, very nice coincidence for us. We cannot help... Why, writers, why are you doing this? Don't point out your massive coincidences. Try to work them out to make them not be coincidences instead of just lampshading them. Well, that's the plan. Shortly thereafter, we'll see the father's intuition about the Argo was justified. As before, we'll contact. Okay, we got just some random missions to do now until the next story mission comes up. Decommissioned Griffins, lots of them. They never gathered, or they never got them working in the repair facilities they got, but between my team and Argo's Mech Bay, I think we can get them on the shop here in Panzer. We don't get, like, a intact Griffin ourselves.
That mech you wanted is back online.
You know, we got the Hunchback.
That mech you asked for.
And the Centurion.
For fighting.
And we need repairs done, yeah. And look at that cash injection that we got. Very nearly went bankrupt, but now we can sit pretty for a little bit. Alright, let's take a look at that Hunchback. Look at this glorious mech. We're definitely keeping that AC-20 on this thing. But we will swap the ammo. And drop that small laser. We want some more armor, and we're going to want jump jets. And we don't need these heat sinks, I don't think. Max out that armor. We need 2 tons for heat sinks. Let's get those on before we forget. And half a ton for beefing up the rear armor, I guess. Oh, the center torso armor is actually kind of low. I haven't... Let's take some off the legs then. We want to max that out. So what can we drop? More leg armor? Just 1 more point each? That'll do. So we are sinking 30 heat, and we're putting out 48. But that's if we fire both medium lasers as well as the AC-20. The medium lasers are just kind of like backup in case we have to fight long enough to go through our 2 tons of ammo. It is only 5 rounds per ton, so we have 10 rounds of shooting this AC-20. But 10 rounds is pretty much all we're going to need. We do have this gyro. We bought this gyro last time. We never actually fit it to anything. That +1 hit defense will give it... It'll make it 5% harder to hit, just in general. So, do we want this gyro on the Hunchback? It doesn't weigh anything. We have the critical slots for it. Sure. The Hunchback is not going to be moving much. It's kind of slow. And it's just going to be sitting still and shooting with that AC-20, so any kind of, hit defense bonus on that would be helpful. Let's actually see about that medium laser. That took a crit. Okay, that will just repair everything. Okay, just making sure.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Repair. This catapult needs a proper refit since it lost a weapon. Do we have a PPC in replacement? Yes, we do. We only got 2 in stock, though, so we got to watch out. If we lose too many more of them, we won't have enough to replace. And the armor on this thing is actually not maxed out. We're generating 13 heat a turn. Can we drop a heat sink? Or perhaps a jump jet? Have 3 jump jets on this thing rather than 4? That'll give us a ton to add some extra armor. That's 13, now it's 16 heat. 16 heat. We do have the heat bank on here, so it's got a big heat bar on it. You kind of want the armor. Especially max out those arms and those torsos. How much more do we need? We want to max out this thing entirely. We need just over... well, plus the legs. We can drop the center torso a little bit. We're gonna have to. 135, 130, 130, 170. And then rear, I guess.
On it. I'll let
And
you
the
know when that's
Centurion
done.
just needs a little top up. It didn't take much damage, just overheated once. Okay. What's our mech bay looking like? We have 4 mechs. Unfortunately, 2 of them are lights. And we do have the Centurion here. This is the stock fit, so we have to take a look at this one too. No jump jets. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's drop the LRM-10 for now. Always have jump jets on all of your mechs. Trust me, it's worth it. And we can max out the armor. It was close to max. Just a bit missing. There we go, 4 tons. Do we have any more small lasers? Yeah, we got a couple small lasers we can put in the support slots. We also have another energy slot here we can stick something in. We could put another large laser on. Or do we want to swap out for that last PPC we have in stock? It's a bit heavier, but it's 10 extra damage and 20 stability damage, plus the sensor impaired effect, which reduces enemy accuracy. For 2 tons. It's 35 heat versus 18 heat. That's a lot more heat, too. Double large laser. That gives us half a ton. We can put the small laser back on there if we want, or we can beef up the rear armor. Just go all in with weapons. Rear armor's not as important. And let's see, that's 48 heat we're sinking, we're generating 54. That is 6 heat a turn. That's 6 excess heat a turn if we fire everything. But chances are we're not going to be firing a small laser every turn, so we can drop 6 heat, so we're heat neutral. I think we can afford this. It's only 4 days too, so, you know, not a big refit.
Logged and noted.
And this Panther... Did we not... No, we never touched this one either. We got it in salvage, but we never refit it. Or did we? Because its armor is maxed out. Oh yeah, no, we did, because it comes with an SRM-4 by default. We swapped it out for a medium laser and extra armor. Right, okay, so that Panther is good to go. Unfortunately, we do only have 3 mechs available. Hunchback's 5 days. It's going to take us 24 days to get everything working. And then for a decent Lance, it's going to be 11 days. Do we have a travel contract we can do? But first, since we liberated this planet, we can actually buy some mech warriors now.
Good to go.
Corsair, you already have bulwark and 7 guts. Might get this guy as backup.
Orders.
And you're not as good. Let's check the store. Any interesting parts? Bunch of Griffin parts, but that's it. Armods, lots of... Okay, lots of armods here. What do we got? Plus 5 melee damage, plus 10 melee stability damage, plus 15 melee damage. You put this on the Shadowhawk, you can get a real good punch mech. Plus 20. Wait, how are these... These are all just Armod pluses, but this one is just clearly superior. It's not like this is regular damage and this is stability damage. This is just straight up 5 extra damage. Okay. This one's plus 40. It's 2 tons. Can we fit 2 tons? Can we swap out enough stuff on the Shadowhawk to get this? That'll be doing 125 damage in melee. That's more than AC 20. In fact, it's more than the best AC 20 plus that you can get. That does 120 damage total. It's only 144k as well. We're definitely buying that.
New equipment available.
And just a bunch of jump jets and ammo left. If we wanted to buy another PPC, we could, but that's 162k. I think we can salvage a PPC before we need to. The Shadowhawk, we just sent it in for repairs, didn't we? We can at least stop the work. Nope, hold on. I thought I did. Catapult Centurion. Maybe if I reload the mech bay? Yeah, okay, there we go. No, refit. Alright, back in the shop. Let's see, I was gonna say, do we want to switch sides now? Because our AC-5 is in our left torso, and we just have a bunch of SRMs in our right and medium laser. Once we get this arm mod in here... Well, we could stick it in the right arm. That'll save us some time, we don't have to swap everything over to the other side. We have to free up 2 tons, though. Which is the SRMs, most likely. Or we could drop this medium laser, but then we're working entirely off of, like, ammo weapons. But we don't need to worry about ammo, because this is... We're going to be punching with a Shadowhawk. But still, 2 tons. We can drop 1 SRM2 and the medium laser, that'll give us exactly 2 tons. And it'll keep us topped up on ranged firepower just a little bit here. We're only losing 16 damage by dropping this SRM2. Now these are SM2 pluses with plus 2 damage, so they're doing 10 damage each. Which is the equivalent of a small laser. I just realized that. For half a ton more, plus ammo. Now we only have a single support slot, so... Like, we could swap... If you drop an SRM2, what are we going to, fill out that extra half ton with? Extra armor on the legs, maybe? Extra rear armor? We are going to be getting into melee, so maybe we do want to buff up the rear armor. Because it would be close. How much would we actually have? That's going to be 3 tons. How much does that give us? Can we max out the ammo, armor, and give us like a small laser? Yes, we can. In fact, we have 1.5 tons left. Oh, plus the legs. Okay, a 1/4 ton left. That's not very helpful. What do we do with a 1/4 ton? We can't really do anything with a 1/4 ton. There's nothing. Half ton is the smallest weapon we've got. But then that raises the question, if this is going to be a punch mech, why do we have an AC-5 on it? Why not drop the AC-5 and keep the SRMs? Five and a half tons. We're maxed out on armor. We can upgrade with the spare tonnage. We can upgrade our SRMs. We don't need 2s. We can go up to 4s with 6s possibly. All right, so SRM4. That's 8 times 4. 16, 32 damage. That's more than the SRM2 plus even, so this is 2 tons each. SRM6 is 3 tons. So the weight's the same. In fact, we can get one of those SRM2s back. Which one was in the head? Was it you? No, it was the other one. And then we can get an extra ton of ammo. More sustained fire. Or actually, no. Can we? We can swap this out for an SRM4 and just go on a single ton. It's 100 rounds each. Right now I'm firing 14 missiles with a full volley. So 14, or 100 divided by 14. 4, 8, 12. So 3 rounds and extra 1 round missing. Just doing mental math in my head. I should just bust out a calculator for this. We're gonna have 6 rounds of shooting. We might want that extra ammo then. Just in case. Because otherwise we're gonna have to rely on just a small laser if we can't get into punch range. And we've already got the ammo loaded, so it's gonna be a crit risk anyways. Yes, I think this is a better fit for the Shadowhawk. We're going to lose some long-range firepower, but we're going to gain a lot up close. And that gives us 31 days to get everything working. Unless we swap some stuff out. If we want to bring the Shadowhawk out first, the Vindicator is only going to take 2 days. This Centurion is only going to take 2 days, so 4 days from now, we can have a decent lance available for the next mission. The Centurion down here is also only going to take 4 days. Probably want the Hunchback before a second Centurion. Okay, I think that's good. We've got to wait 4 days before we get a decent lance. What kind of contracts do we have? Well, we got a lot. Payment is in 8 days. So we can wait. We got the money for it. Yeah, we're going to wait, and we're going to see what contracts are left in a couple of days here. I think that was the 4 days? Yeah. So our lance is looking like Blackjack, Vindicator, Firestarter, Centurion. That's not bad. We can do like a 1.5 skull mission easy. Alright, what do we got? Prisoner, which is a escort mission. Desert, 2 skull. Nope, we're not going to do that. Destroy base, desert, 1 skull. 5 salvage. Salvage isn't going to be good on this. It's going to be a base mission. There's going to be base turrets. There's going to be a light lance at only a 1 skull mission. What's this 1.5 skull? Capture base. Highlands. That's better heat efficiency, better payout. Good salvage still. Okay, let's do this one. Give me 3 pieces of salvage. And Blackjack. Do we want the Panther or the Firestarter? PPC or a bunch of machine guns. This damage is fairly low. But it's fast. It's got a lot of jump jets. It can jump pretty far. But it does overheat when it jumps. It can't actually sink as much heat as it generates when it jumps full distance. Whereas this PPC... let's hang back. Although we could have the Vindicator and the Firestarter acting in support of each other. These are both short-range mechs. We keep the Blackjack and the Centurion at long range. No, that's a Panther. And Decker, you're in the Firestarter. Alright, let's go. And while this loads, I need to get up for 30 seconds. So, I'll be right back. Just hang tight. Man, what is happening to the frame rate on OBS here? Probably like 98% GPU usage and 70% CPU usage. That's probably what's happening. This computer can barely handle this thing. Alright, what we're doing? We were doing a capture base mission, weren't we? And we can't see anything lit up in the fog of war. Okay. Just give me a second to drink some water here. Alright. What's our terrain looking like? Pretty nice, actually. We got this ravine. That'll give us some good cover. Lots of tree cover. And the base is in the low ground, so we get the high ground bonus by fighting from the hills here. Now, turret posts. In all likelihood, this base is going to have turrets. So I gotta find them. And that's just a rocky outcropping. Can't actually see any, so they might be on the buildings themselves. Or there might just not be any turrets at all. There's usually turrets when you have to, you know, scout facility. Well, not necessarily. Scout facility does have a lower chance of there being base turrets than, like, capture base missions. Capture base missions or destroy base missions almost always have turrets. Unless you're playing, like, a half-skull mission. But I think we'll approach pretty much straight on. We can fall back to these plateaus here if we need to. Break line of sight with them.
Jumping.
But I think just going straight in, take control of that hill in the center, and fight from there.
I copy.
Engaging jump jets.
Ready for orders.
And that will put me in sensor range.
Heading out.
So just vehicles in the garrison, okay. Well, this was only like a 1.5 skull, wasn't it? I'm not expecting heavy resistance.
Copy that.
And didn't I take 3 salvage on this mission? Maybe I'm not going to get anything decent. Maybe some weapons. Not a lot else, probably. It's a very light vehicle, too.
Picked up a blip.
Or it could have been the Locust that was doing that. No. That is a light vehicle. Like a galleon or something like that. Just a couple of lasers on it. Let's reserve down, see if anything else comes at us.
Waiting for the shot.
Nothing in range.
Receiving you.
Alright. So how these scout the facility missions work is as soon as we get eyes on this base, there's going to be a reinforcement lance coming onto the battlefield. So we don't actually want to get close to this base any closer than we are now. Because as soon as we pop it, we're going to have more enemies to deal with. So let's take care of the garrison first, then we can scout the base. So let's move away. And just jump this way. In fact, I want Decker, you move first, you got the sensor lock.
Got a lock.
Phase 2, that's most likely a vehicle. Like a Striker or Bulldog, something like that. Can we get...
Yep.
Vindicator? Is that going to be in line of sight of the base, you think? Decker was around here. So this should be okay. We are kind of moving away from it. It's only 45% chance to hit there, though.
Standing by.
70s, that's more like it.
Engaging jump jet. Let her rip.
Good hits, even the medium lasers hit at 45%.
That hit something good.
And center's almost dead.
Ready
So
for orders.
now the Vindicator can probably just make short work of this Locust.
Target.
Okay. Do we have any of our mechs with the rangefinders installed? You do. The Centurion does. So we can get line of sight on whatever that vehicle is, and it won't be able to see us. Although it is in the low ground. So we might have to get fairly close to the cliff to actually see it. And so we want to wait a couple turns and let it come to us. We do have another mech to deal with, another light. And it's just going to mill around. I think we can take care of a couple of vehicles with a reinforcement lance coming in. It's probably not going to be too heavy.
Orders?
I highly doubt it's going to be a lance of mediums, even. It's probably just going to be a bunch of lights.
Firing jump jet.
A spider. Not a threat. I should have sensor locked instead of shot. That would have been more evasion pips. Oh well. And then that's obstructed.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
Good to go.
Just pour on the fire.
Engaging jump jet.
Wow, that's a lot of heat, actually. We're gonna have to cool down. Let's not fire the SRM, actually. Save that ammo. We don't really need it against this spider.
Receiving.
And the blackjack. We're not gonna jump you because you're gonna generate too much heat.
Confirmed. Roger.
Look at that, almost dead. Phase 2, LRM-10, that's a striker.
Hell yeah. Waiting for orders.
Decker, please just finish this guy off. Hey, can we get the machine guns in range at least? From here? Nope. Gotta go really in. This is probably going to reveal the base if we do this, so...
Jumping.
The area isn't clear. Eliminate hostiles and secure it before proceeding to your next objective.
Okay. Not going to be a problem.
Hostile eliminated.
Actually, a phase 3 vehicle. No, we already knew this. Yeah, it's a
What do you need?
just a light vehicle.
Roger.
Yeah, it was a galleon, and that's a striker. I'm starting to get pretty good at identifying things in the fog of war, just from the weapons and the phases.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
But yeah, no, these guys are not going to be a threat.
Engaging jump jets.
Can
Standing
Behemoth finish them off?
by. Copy that.
Not with that heat.
Firing on target.
Yeah, not quite. Just gonna get a shot on. Who's got the heat for it? Probably the Centurion.
All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Okay. Is there going to be a reinforcement lance even? Like, if this was like a half skull, I wouldn't expect one, but it's 1.5, isn't it?
Acknowledge.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
I copy.
Come on, there you go.
I'm picking up
Okay,
a new
there they
sensor
come.
trace.
Knew
Looks
they
like
weren't
enemy
going to be just the one lance. That's a mixed lance of mechs and vehicles. Okay. 2 and 2. Jenner. 2 light mechs. 2 like medium-sized vehicles. Could be a bulldog. Could be a striker. Could be a scorpion. And let's get back to the high ground here. We don't need to be here. God, this fire starter runs so hot. Even jumping is just barely cooling down. Okay, parageners.
Yes, Commander.
Do we just want to move instead of jump? Yeah.
On my way.
Need to cool off a little bit. Or at least save the heat for our weapons. Or do we even want to fire? We can afford to brace, cool off, then we can deliver some good volleys.
Yes, Commander.
Don't we have coolant vent on us? On our pilots, though? Yeah, I guess we could have coolant vent. Next time.
Engaging jump jets.
And reduce,
Here we go.
Alright, next turn we engage with everything. We can dump the coolant vents, or cool down on some pilots that don't have them. That was another LRM-10, so that's going to be a striker. In fact, I just saw it there. Little blip. And that's another LRM-10, so again, probably another striker. And reserve down. Let's get the light mechs to move first. Yeah, 60% damage reduction with cover, bulwark, and guard. Or braced, rather. Yeah, we're taking barely any damage here.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Get a nice close side shot at this Jenner. Fire everything. Head hit, knockdown.
Critical hit.
That's almost a full salvage on the Jenner already. With just the opening shot. Right? Yeah, Gunner. He's only got 3 HP.
Standing by.
Firestarter, you want to finish that guy off? Headshot, 2%. Machine guns?
Locked on target.
Nah,
Solid connection on that one.
too bad. Alright, let's actually not play with our food here. Let's get serious.
All weapons committed.
What's the line? Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah. Got it.
Can we get that torso at least? How much is that? That's only 21. In cover, medium laser's not going to cut it. And we can afford to fire both large lasers, I think. 80 damage. It's 50, 60, 72, or 73. It both hit the center torso, it's dead.
Got it.
Okay, we split fire. Yeah, these strikers are not going to be a problem.
Yes, Commander.
Decker,
Location
finish them
confirmed.
off, please. 30, 21, okay. So, machine guns, that's 30 damage, 15, that's another 60, 75 damage. That's actually a lot of damage for these machine guns. So we might just want to fire a medium laser in like a pair of machine guns. Is that going to be enough? 30, 55 damage? That's going to be 21 and 33. 54 damage. It's actually going to be 1 damage too many. Huh. Unless we hit this arm. If we blow through this arm, we instead call a shot on the right arm. Still a 30% chance to hit the center torso, even with that. Maybe just the 3 machine guns then. That's 45 damage.
Engaging with target.
And that is just the torso. Okay, we got a full Jenner salvage. Hooray! We took 3 salvage on this mission. It's actually coming through.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
You know, we got the mech base space for it. I mean, not that we want a 3rd light. Just a regular move should be okay. If we wanted to play super safe, we could just vigilance.
Engaging target.
Not that there's any way that this one striker could do enough damage.
Unit destroyed.
Unless somehow everything goes into the head, which is unlikely.
What's up, boss? All weapons loaded.
There we go.
One for the scrap.
Wait, is this us or the enemy? Oh, come on. God, that dust. No, that's the... that's Kamiya's forces, right.
Lifting off. Up high.
Alright, that should be enough, right? Yep, there we go.
Mission successful.
Nice, quick, easy mission. Quick paycheck, quick little bit of salvage. Well, bonus salvage, really. I wasn't expecting to get anything good, but we got a Jenner out of it. Nice surprise. A tiny little bit of extra cash. No pilot injuries, no structure damage. That was a textbook mission. In fact, can we get... That'll be 1 full Jenner. 2... Yeah, we can get 2 Jenners out of this if we happen to roll that. Nothing else that's special. Are we going to get 3 Jenners? No. Wait. No, we didn't. Yeah, it would have showed up at the top of the list here. Okay, well, we're back where we were. 2 out of 3. You know, plus 1 hole. The Jenner is a good light mech. You can pack quite a punch. The only problem is that to get that punch, plus jump jets, which light mechs desperately need for mobility, you have to put very little armor on it, and I'm not willing to make that sacrifice, even on light mechs. Armor is kind of the kin... I tried to say key and king
Cleared for fighting.
at once. Armor is the king in this game. Let's check it in the mech bay. Yeah, look at this. Half armor. 1/3 armor on the arms. This thing falls apart like nothing. It has 7 jump jet slots though. I think 5 jump jets is an inefficient number. There's certain like breakpoints you can get with the amount of jump jets you have, where some like 4 jump jets will, or like going from 4 to 6 jump jets will get you more space or more a relative distance for that increase than going from like 5 to 7, for example. Something like that, where it's more efficient to have like even number of jump jets. So if we're going to do anything, we're definitely going to strip a jump jet off. That'll give us a half ton. That's not a lot. I can get a little bit of armor on the arms. So now we're at 2/3 armor instead of just 1/3. And that's really all you can do with a Jenner. It's a very flimsy mech. It's fast, it hits, but it runs hot, and it doesn't have a lot of armor. So we might actually just end up scrapping this thing. Just stick it in storage and scrap it. Can we store it from here? Yes, we can. I don't think I even want it taking up space in my mech bay, honestly. Especially because we have 2 lights already. We don't need a 3rd. Alright, contracts. What else do we have? We have a mission for the pirates. The local pirates polar recovery mission 1.5. We can do this. What's actually our experience here? Wait, there was that pilot that I was looking at, wasn't there? You, Corsair.
Receiving you.
7 guts, only 2 tactics. We're gonna have to beef that up here. But 7 guts is a good starting position. Sure. Just replacement,
New
backup
mech
pilot.
warriors available.
In fact, we can probably take him out onto this contract here. It's gonna be an easy one. And it is nice to get in good with the pirates. That gives you access to the black market. Which I've never actually, in all my playthroughs, I've never gotten into the black market. So it would be interesting to see what's actually in there. I assume there's rare mech parts, upgraded parts. Okay. Low payment, low salvage. We might actually just dump all the reward into money here. Not money, reputation. Other than that, always have at least 1 priority salvage, just in case there's a juicy little piece of equipment that you want. This is just a recovery mission. Shouldn't be too hard. 1.5. And Corsair, do you want to be in the Centurion instead? Yes, the Centurion doesn't run too hot. Yeah, AC5. Yeah, okay. And do we want to swap out? Medusa needs more experience, Decker needs more experience, Behemoth is okay. Let's just stay in. No reason for us to personally sit out. We want to do this mission ourselves, right? Or is the sign of a good commander delegation? Isn't that one of them? A good leader can delegate responsibilities and jobs. Wonderful intel from Darius here. Personally, I'm not above simple robbery to pay the bills, Commander. How about, what kind of forces we're expected to be going up against here? Darius, aren't you like the intel guy? Located the secure facility where the Turian Concordant stores its payroll. There's background information. Once again, just terminally disappointed by the complete lack of information on these briefings. It gives you fluff and background info, but nothing concrete and nothing that you need. Until you actually get into the mission. It's going to be more heavily defended than we thought. Okay. I can't see any mechs. But it could just be, out of line of sight. Or that objective marker does reveal a little bit of what's there sometimes. We saw that on the assassination mission that we started off with. We saw that Centurion at the very start of the mission. Okay, this is some very nice terrain, though. All our mechs have jump jets, so we can take full advantage of this mountain. Lots of line of sight blockers, lots of cover. Are there any turret posts? Not here. At least none that I can see. And there was another facility here. Which I can't see any there. Okay. So there might be a garrison force, and there's probably a reinforcement lance on the way.
Here we go.
Alright, you can just jump straight up this mountain here. Another wonderful thing about jump jets is that you don't really have to care about terrain.
Up high.
There's a mountain between you and your objective, just climb it.
Up high. Jumping.
Now, the distance that jump jets provide, obviously more jump jets gives you more horizontal distance, but it also determines how far you can go vertically. Like, for example, this Centurion... Oh, wait, I saw it over here. It's not actually a blip until I get there, but yeah. If the Centurion had, like, one fewer jump jet, it might not be able to get up this cliff. Or at least it might take another turn or two just to get the footing. This indicator's a little bit far back, but it can still make it.
Firing jump jet.
Okay, we got a mech. Don't know what it is yet. Do we have anyone with a rangefinder? The Centurion has a rangefinder on it. Should we jump the fire starter down here? Sure.
Copy that.
And this Vindicator's lagging behind. It's a Panther. A very shoddy Panther. It's not going to be a problem. In fact, he barely even moved. Okay,
Waiting
Decker.
for orders.
Just give him a volley. It's all obstructed. And we're just short of machine gun range. Unless we go real close. Should we risk it? Should we go that far forward, outside of cover? There could be more enemies just to get the machine guns on. How much armor does it actually have? 35. 25 there. On the right side? No, let's stick in cover.
I copy.
Okay, what do we have here? Jenner. 50% of a Jenner that doesn't have much armor to begin with. This thing is basically armored in paper. Not a threat at all.
Locked on.
Okay, great start, just miss. And they missed us. That's a pretty huge evasion bar in that fire starter.
Commander.
Can't get into cover. We're just gonna have to fight in the open here, I think.
Roger that.
Is it just the two mechs? I got nothing else on sensors.
Engaging jump jets.
And who else? Blackjack. Alright. Now being up here does give us the high ground accuracy bonus, so it's going to be a little bit easier to hit these light mechs. How much HP? 21. Not a good shot there, guy. I probably would have shot someone else.
Ready for orders.
Ooh, can I punch him? I could punch him, but let me cool down. I do have the machine guns. And I think we can kill this Jenner. Wait, before I do that though, let's let the Jenner actually move. And then let's burn our evasion. See, that was a much better shot. Or a much better target priority there. Someone in the open.
Orders.
Let's go from the side. That way we can just punch right into that center torso.
Location confirmed.
Or the leg. There we go. The machine guns finished him off.
Target eliminated. Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander.
Now, how much? 70... It's 80 HP on the center torso. In cover. Do have precision strike. That's only 33%. With 70% chance overall to hit. Let's get the evasion down here. I want to try to give our new pilot here the kill.
Engaging jump jets.
Hopefully this won't kill. If I just fire everything. It's low chance to hit, so...
All weapons committed.
Okay. Knockdown is nice. Give us better shots.
Aye, aye.
And Medusa. Soften him up. That's 60... 73... So 2 large lasers is going to kill. He's in cover though, so two large lasers is not going to kill actually. $40 HP left.
Receiving you.
Can you finish him off? Only... Yeah, okay, it's probably better to get the AC-5 outside of its minimum range rather than get the small laser on there.
Roger. Engaging.
And we did not get him.
That hit something good. Give up everything you got.
Well, I can just reserve down and go again.
Reserving action.
I'm going to need a called shot, though, or attacking from the right leg, or from the right side.
Standing by.
And that's in range.
Firing jump jet. Acknowledge.
Okay, first mission out, he's got a kill.
Hostile eliminated.
Good start to his career, right? Let's cool down, actually. There's going to be reinforcements once we get this
Moving out.
target zone secured.
Copy that. Acknowledge.
We have the asset, Commander.
Okay, that was it. Not even a reinforcement lance. I was expecting more. Wasn't that like a 1.5 skull, the same as the last mission? Kind of felt like a half skull mission, honestly. Like, I know the skull variant, the skull rating can have some variation to it, where it's not always 100% accurate. It could fluctuate, but I don't think it can fluctuate by like a full skull value. We were doing it for the reputation anyways, to get in with the pirates, to get the black market. We do have a Jenner piece, at least. That's another Jenner. And we could have picked up a spare PPC there, but... Figured we can sell the Jenner for money rather than PPC. Alright, these missions are going by real quick. I think we kind of need to bump up the difficulty here. Lady Reynolds' contact to liberate House Carosa is ready for review. Okay, we got the next story mission.
That mech you asked for.
I think
Cleared for fighting.
we might just save that for next stream, though. I want to do a couple more missions. I want to build up our mech bay here. Send the generator storage. We don't need you. We've got 27 days for all our mechs to finish, so let's look at where we can go. Someplace with some decent contracts here. We do have a travel contract here in Weldry. It is a 2-skull. Manufacturing. Periphery level, civs, small pop. So the market, probably not going to be all that great. 1.5 skulls in Mech. Black market. Manufacturing, mega city, moderate pop. Periphery, rich. Travel hub. This is going to be a good market. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff here. 18 days. Should we challenge ourselves with this 2.5 skull? I think we can make it. I think we can do it. And it's gonna cost us 30k, that's
Roger that,
fine.
Commander. Course plotted.
Phantom Pain. Passing by the med bay, you spot Medusa wrestling with a medical monitor from a MedTech. There's something wrong, I feel like I'm dying. Purely neurological complaints. But Phantom Pain, that's when you like lose a... when you have like an amputated arm or a limb or something, right? And you still feel it. This is abdominal pain. I don't think you can amputate your abdomen. Okay. Authorize an exploratory surgery or another examination. Although I know the MedTech will find something. This is going to probably put him in the med bay for like 15-20 days, but we do have spare pilots. I want to see where this goes. I don't think I've ever gotten this event. Oh, he's got dependable trait now. Perform exploratory surgery immediately. I want answers. Hours later, you find Medusa in medbay. Medtechs let me keep a souvenir. Turns out this thing was hiding behind my liver. A fist-sized lump of flesh. That's a tumor. So he just had cancer that no one knew about or could find. And dependable. That'll come up in further RNG events. It doesn't really make a difference to the like the piloting skills and whatnot. And I just remembered we don't have any ship upgrades going. How many days was it that we didn't have anything going? Probably we could have gotten another upgrade in here. Structural repair. Yeah, this will help us out in random events, and it forms a it's a prereq for various other upgrades we
All
need.
right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Extra mech tech points would be nice, but I don't want to get screwed over in some text event. I'd rather have that happen on the battlefield, where I have some control over it.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Our operating expenses are climbing pretty bad. It used to be like 200k just a couple missions ago. And we do have a lot of mechs in the mech bay though. How far away are we from the next morale level? We're at 28. We need 30. No, we need 31. So we have to pay out the nose to get the +2. And that still won't get us to the next level, which will give us more resolve. If any unexpected costs come up, it's going to put us in pretty tight financial straits here. We do have a pair of generators we can sell. They're like 150k each, around there. So 300k. That's going to be another month. And we probably have like a whole bunch of like medium lasers that we've just been picking up from the random salvage. I'm not going to go for just like a +1 morale. Like, look at the cost difference here. For just an extra 160k or so, you can get another morale rather than paying 2 months of, you know, from 385 to 529. It's never worth it to go generous. You either want to go full extravagant, normal, or like Spartan. You know, these little intermediate steps, not very good to pick. But we're just gonna go standard morale. We can get the morale upgrades through like lounge upgrades. I hope there's gonna be some good contracts for us on this next planet. Okay, we just have the Shadowhawk left.
Those upgrades you asked, waypoint reached, Commander.
Let's visit the store right away. Let's see what we got. Piece of an awesome AC-10 MG+. Another +5 shots MG. It's only 18k. Might as well, right? We were using machine
New
guns.
weapon systems available.
And this one, plus 50% crit, minus half a ton. This is a weightless machine gun. I've never seen a weightless machine gun before. I'm definitely buying that.
New weapon systems available.
Ah, comm system. You always want a comm system. Plus 2 resolve gain. You can start doing your precision strikes and your vigilances really quickly when you get with a good comm system. It's 288k. That's like a full month of payment there. And this is just injury resistance, so we're definitely going to get the comm system.
New equipment available.
You put that on a command mech, essentially. Which we're going to want to do right away, I think. So, what is worth having a comm system on? Catapult? The Shadowhawk has an SRM in the head, I think. Centurion's got the rangefinder, as does the Blackjack. What did it weigh? Did it have? Was it like a ton or something like that? No, it's no tons. Okay. No question.
Logged and noted.
And let's get that going right away. Now, what do we have for pilots here? You got Chips. Kind of low skill. Does have bulwark. Not that good otherwise. Speaking of pilots, though, we have some more experience, don't we?
Commander?
Almost to coolant vents. Or do I want to just dump a little bit of experience into tactics here? Or, like, piloting? Extra unsteady threshold? How far away from me? We're at 1500, we need 4800. That's going to be a couple missions, and these will help in the meantime. Not this one level of tactics, but it's only 400 XP. I'd probably rather have them not fall over so easily than save up.
Mech warrior training complete.
Orders.
+1 hit defense on piloting 6. And melee hit defense too. Behemoth might be our Shadowhawk pilot. This extra melee chance to hit. Melee defense. Yeah.
Training
Looking
confirmed.
good.
Ready for orders?
Decker, you're one mission away from ace pilot.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And you're going for breaching shots. No, I could be our Shadowhawk pilot as well here. Yeah, gunnery is just extra base chance to hit. There's nothing special or interesting in these small pips.
Training complete.
And Medusa, a little cancer survivor. You get your coolant vents finally.
Mech warrior training complete.
Oh, this is annoying. Having the coolant vent here on the second slot, and then the ace pilot, not the ace pilot, the sure footing, but then it's swapped. Ah, the OCD. I hate it. I can't look at it.
Hey, Commander. Pull up a
Just
chair.
tell me our contracts, please, Darius, so I can wipe that from my memory. Okay, lots of 2 skulls, a couple 2.5. Assassination mission, 3 salvage. We might have to go full salvage to get the full 3. It's also desert. Don't like desert terrain. We run pretty hot. Another pirate contract here. How far away are we from getting in with the pirates? Let's see, we need... What's this? Will it tell me? Mouse over? No? Mouse over here? Trying to figure out. No, doesn't tell me. Oh, here it is. So indifference. Okay. Looks like we also have max contract limits based on our reputation. I never really noticed that because it kind of never really played a part. Turian Concordant does not like us. We're sitting at minus 16 with the pirates right now, which is almost into disliked. So we need to get to positive 19? No, positive 20 to get into liked. How much rep can we grind in this mission? Plus 10, that's not bad. Battle, lowlands, very straightforward. Well, actually, it's going to be a little bit less here. It's going to be 9 rep. Minus 7 with the Oregons, okay. This is not my reputation, this is the pirate's reputation. We're going to take minus 7. Can we, like, surely we're like allied with them, so we can take the hit, right? Just want to double check. Where are they? Here. Yeah, we're 100. We can easily afford to go against our benefactor here. Cleaning out the mercs. Which one was it? Was it that one? That's recovery. Yeah, it was just a battle lowlands. There's 2 of them, actually. Are these identical missions? Yeah. This is versus the Directorate. And that's also the Directorate. Oh no, okay. Right, I was thinking, I wasn't even reading or looking at the icon. This is against the Oregon Directorate, so yeah, this is totally fine to do. No moral implications here. Alright, Firestarter, wait, no. 2 Skull. Decker is like 1 mission away from getting Ace Pilot. Corsair. Do you want to stay on? Oh wait, that catapult. Right, we had that catapult in the mech bay to get the comm system installed on it. There we go. Let's not do the contract without that. Alright, we're gonna go light on salvage, light on money. I want to get into that black market. Catapult. There. Hunchback with the AC-20. That's gonna be Glitch when she gets her breaching shot. And then swap out the Blackjack for the Hunchback. And get Glitch on there. Yeah, I think this works. I think this is good. I expect a very straightforward mission, even at 2 skulls. Probably gonna have a ambush lance or a reinforcement lance show up. We're not gonna have both, not at this difficulty level. I'd be very surprised if there is. It might just be a single lance. It doesn't happen often, but these lower difficulty ones, if it's like a secret, 1.5 skull mission. All right. Are we going to get a peek at what we're fighting? No. Can't see anything. Alright. Standard practice, what's our terrain looking like? Not very good on this side. And we got a high ground here, this bluff. This is also the map edge here. This is a very small map. In fact, this is an incredibly small map. If reinforcements do show up, or if there's an ambush lance on this mission, this is going to be a really tight fight. So, we don't want to be fighting downhill. We kind of want to go over here, take this bluff, and push in from the side. Plus, this will reveal if there's any, hidden ambushers sitting around here.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Moving out. On the move.
It would be nice if the amount of mechs on this map, on this mission, was limited, because we did take barely any salvage.
Taking the high road.
Wow, that's such a long jump distance.
Jumping.
Alright, map is clear. It's going to just be the one lance, unless they drop in more after contact is made. You just wait there for now. Oh, wrong way. Can't even tell what that is yet. Because that was old Corsair there with like 3 tactics. He doesn't even have enough tactics to determine if it's a mech or a vehicle. Yeah, it's a mech, okay.
Bracing for impact.
It's a medium mech.
Commander.
So we're gonna let him do its thing.
I'll wait here for now.
Alright, Decker.
What's up, boss?
That's your cue. Jump in there, sensor lock him. Oh, it's 2
I've got
mechs.
something.
Okay. It's a Wolverine. AC-5, SRM-6, full armor. He's braced in cover. That's not good for us. He's gonna have a lot of damage reduction.
Locked on.
Was that enemy activity in phase 2? Do they have a heavy mech? Is this like a 2.5 skull mission? What's my good side? My right side has the better PPC in it, so I'm going to show my left.
All weapons committed.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, not the most damage, but it's a start.
Affirmative.
I'm starting to see some little hang-ups here. I might have to give my PC a little break here coming up soon.
Taking the shot.
Maybe another mission or 2.
I hear ya.
It is starting to warm up.
Got it.
He'll hunchback with the AC-20, bringing up the rear. Need to get that guy forward. And just reserve down.
Serving action.
Let them play out. Cicada. PPC Cicada. That's actually the most threatening variant. Cicada, kind of going from the Locust naming theme, and even like the tiny little wing arms it got. This is a medium mech, technically. It's 40 tons, so it falls in the medium weight class. But it's got a very large engine and basically no armor. So it's an oversized light mech that doesn't get any benefit from, being small.
Good to go.
So, kind of a joke. The Wolverine is a much bigger threat. And no. Reserve down. Let him. I want him out of that cover, or at least not braced. And he chose just to fire a single laser. Yeah. Okay. Now his damage reduction is down.
Standing by.
Can I get behind him? Not quite. I can get on his right side. which has the AC-5.
Up high. Got it.
Chewing through that leg, we might be able to knock him down. Okay, quick draw. It's a heavy. They did have a heavy mech, okay. Quick draw is kind of in the same boat as the Cicada. It's 60 tons, so it's the lightest of the heavy mechs, and it trades a lot of weight for engine space.
Waiting for orders.
Still, having the fire starter out there, not good. It still packs a punch, like a literal punch. Do we want to just do a cold shot, actually, on this Wolverine? Get that leg? That's 18% chance. No. Let's save the resolve.
Copy that.
Engaging jump jets. All
Just gonna focus fire on this Wolverine here. There's no reason to start switching targets. 70% on that AC. That's 170 HP on that center torso. Now, this might be like a cold shot situation here. Don't have breaching shot yet, so we should fire everything. Okay, we hit the arm. Nearly blew it off. Not quite enough.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Decker. Jump on out of there.
Roger that.
And just brace, cool down. Or rather, don't generate as much heat, because I know the fire starter can't actually cool down if it jumps all the way. Hopefully this guy's gonna get out of cover. Yes. No.
Commander, I'm hit.
Okay, Corsair taking some wounds. I don't think we're gonna lose him on the first mission, but it's kind of unfortunate. And the heat's building up, so we're not gonna jump.
engaging target.
Okay, that's the AC-5 gone. That's the most threatening
Enemy
weapon it's
mech.
got.
Critical damage detected.
And they really like hammering old Corsair
Barely
here.
hit, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Can't jump quite far enough to get that terrain. So which side are you? Your right leg? That's still the front aspect, unless I go into the open here. I don't have vigilance, so we're gonna have to just
Jump jet.
keep shooting the front.
Affirmative.
Waiting on you, Commander.
My AC-20 is on the right side, so I want to face the left. No, yeah, it'd be this way.
Coordinates received.
Need to protect that at all costs.
Got it. And there's more where that came from.
I'm starting to overheat there, firing those medium lasers. We're not really working on that center torso much, are we? Let's reserve down. Save Decker in case we need like a sensor lock.
Standing by.
Can we get a side shot from here? We can. Just riding the line on that heat. Wolverine's almost dead. And he decides to stand in the open instead of taking cover. So he's kind of got a death wish.
Nice try. Waiting for orders.
Can I get a side shot if I jump? That's going to be the well, relatively untouched side. It's not quite enough to get a side shot. I do need to cool down, so let's just walk.
Here we go!
I'll just rip that arm right off. This is what you call a zombie mech, though. Or, well, if it had no weapons, it'd be a zombie mech, but it's getting close to it.
Commander,
That's 44 HP on the center torso.
good to go.
I want to reserve down and see what this quick draw does before I move the fire starter up. I was thinking of meleeing, or just jumping forward. In fact, I could afford to melee,
Ready for orders.
because I move first in the initiative order next turn. That'll cool me down. And that's a side shot. I want that one.
On my way. Locked on for physical attack.
Machine guns to follow up. Almost. Only 5 HP left. Wait. Head hit, torso, knocked down. Pilot, he's dead. Surely he's dead, right? No, still alive. So, pilot title must have 4 HP. Okay, you're gonna have to remember that. And let's just finish him off. No sense letting him get up and punch someone. And let's just fire one PC.
Engaging target. Enemy mech
We do have coolant vent, I gotta remember. We can just dump the heat if we need to.
What's up, boss? I copy.
You're braced, you're not. Alright, quick draw next. That's a lot of medium lasers. If he gets like a side profile shot on us, that can be a lot of damage. That PPC is annoying though.
Receiving you.
And you are almost overheated. Is that a side shot? Yes it is. 80% chance to hit, that's good.
Roger. Locked on target.
And glitch. We might just vigilance and just walk right up to the cicada. Deliver a shot right into its face with that AC-20.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
How much center torso? That is 115. So AC-10 plus medium lasers will kill it. If we had an AC-20 plus with the 120 damage total, we can just do this in one shot. Ah, no, it's in cover. Defender, bulwark. Okay, so it's going to be much less. So let's not do the precision strike. Let's just save the resolve. If we had breaching shot, we could do it, but we don't. Okay, there was a lot of shots, but thankfully it was on the center, or the front aspect, so it kind of spread out all over the mech. That is why you don't go with just a lot of medium lasers. Can we get side shots? No, not that side. We can get it from here, though. We could do a precision strike now. Improve those odds a bit. 69% on that torso. We won't be able to blow anything off of it, though.
committed.
Especially in cover like that.
What can I do for you?
This AC-20 to the side might work, though. Yeah, we're still overheating. Should we... No, if we just fire the AC-20 this turn, we can probably save the heat next turn.
My heat's getting pretty high.
Such a wonderful sound, that AC-20. So chunky.
Standing by.
The cicada. Yeah, let's let them move first. I want to keep the
Waiting for the right
evasion on Decker before I move him closer. And the cicada, lacking arms, has reduced melee damage, so that was just the equivalent of a medium laser there. Not scary.
Waiting for orders.
That's... he's angled just perfectly, but I can't get the side shot on him.
Orders.
You, Decker, you can move up.
Roger.
I probably could have gotten a rear shot on there, but I'm already working on this armor here. It's got less than the rear. Okay, his side is totally exposed now. I think the Centurion can tank this. If I face my left side, I'd have to be here. I'm slightly overheating.
Taking the shot.
Alright, PPC time. And that's side angle. Good. We're kind of splitting our fire here between the two sides. That's not a good play. We should be concentrating our fire not just on one mech, but on one side as well. We might as well just be shooting it from the front. Then at least we could maybe get some, you know, higher likelihood center torso shots and kill it.
All weapons committed.
Okay, there's half of its weapons dead. That's good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Still got a trio of medium lasers though.
You got nothing, you hear me?
Receiving you.
Now, which side do I want? Probably just stick on the right. Let's see what the cicada does first.
Roger that. Standing by.
I'm just gonna stand and shoot at point blank range with the PPC.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Well, these guys aren't the smartest.
You betcha.
And we're still overheating with this AC-20. So we might as well just overheat all the way, shut down, that'll clear our heat. And we missed. Right, because the AC-20 has a pretty nasty refire penalty.
Waiting for orders. Copy that.
I can afford the heat. Medium lasers, more damage than punching.
Here it comes.
Alright, now this is a zombie
Critical
mech.
hit.
No arms, no weapons. It can still punch us though, or headbutt in this case.
Location confirmed.
Okay, we can fire everything without overheating. Do we want to get a precision strike against that center torso? That's 101 HP. Everything hits. Wait, hold on. No, that was... highest likelihood is like the arm, and then it'll transfer into the center torso. Oh, we can't even target it. Okay, well, let's just go with that then.
Engaging target.
We hit it in the leg. Alright, now we can coolant vent. Dump all that heat. And that should finish it off.
All weapons committed.
Even with that miss.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Decker. It hasn't moved yet. I've only got one action before it goes, so let's reserve down again. Always playing the initiative game here. Of course, he takes the easy shot against the shutdown hunchback. Don't blame him. But he did choose just to stay still. And this is left side, which is exposed to all of our mechs. This is going to be
Orders.
a slaughter. Let's soften them up with the machine guns. Is that ammo in there? No, just a heatsink. It does have center torso ammo, though. So if I can get machine guns in that center torso, very high likelihood that this whole thing is just going to go up. Never have center torso ammo.
I hear ya.
Orders?
Let's reserve down. I want to get Corsair the kill. If I can help it. Give him some extra experience.
Committed.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a kill.
Good to go.
Alright, finish him off.
Acknowledged.
Have just enough heat for it without any damage. Was that not a kill? Did he hit the other torso? Yes, he did.
Come on, Mech Warriors. It's go time.
Alright, well,
Yes, Commander.
go again.
On my way.
Come on, Corsair, you can do it. Just hit that center torso. It's gonna be cake waiting for you at the dropship when you do. Gotta baby these new pilots.
Eliminated.
Little infants need tutelage.
Mission successful.
Alright, well, a bit heavier resistance than I was expecting. Heavy mechs, mediums, I was expecting just a couple of lights, maybe, you know, a medium here or there. But no extra lance. And Corsair's wounded, too. And we got quite a bit of internal damage just from overheating so hard on the Hunchback. I might have to drop one of those medium lasers for a heatsink. And do we want quick draw part, Wolverine part, or do we want this SRM 6 plus? 50% crit. We are packing SRMs on the Shadowhawk still. 50% crit on SRMs is not the best upgrade. Missiles have a lower chance to do crit damage, just inherently. But, you know, it's better than just a basic SRM6 with no upgrades, so yeah, let's take it. And we did get some quick draw parts, and a PPC for replacement on our catapult, should we ever need it. Okay, well, we have our next story mission lined up. We got some good experience in our pilots. We managed to salvage a Hunchback this stream. That was good. You know, that's good progress. So I think, with my computer running a bit hot after 3 hours or so, especially this game, I think we might have to call it here. We had a good run, I think. Let's just do our repairs right away so we don't forget next stream. And our pilot skills.
Good to go.
Almost. 2200. Another couple missions for you.
Ready for orders.
Ace Pilot. Finally. Decker gets Ace Pilot. That will let him move after shooting. So with the initiative play, messing with initiative here, you can reserve down to like phase 2, phase 1, or whatever, you know, after they've all acted. Go in, shoot, next turn, shoot, run away. This like doubles the amount of firepower Decker can put on a target over the course of 2 turns, effectively. It's a very good skill for light mech pilots, or for your lighter mech pilots. Like, he's probably going to like move up into a medium or a heavy if we're running all heavies or all assaults. Or we might just, you know, keep a light mech around, maybe. It's kind of a liability when you're facing assault lances, but
Mech warrior training complete.
that's what evasion and whatnot is for. And, like, hit defense gyros. If we can fit a light mech with like a gyro ++ with like +3 or +4 hit defense, Decker's going to be really hard to hit when he's got full evasion. Okay, Glitch. Are you on that mission? Yes.
Training
Almost
confirmed,
at breach and shot. Plus 20% max sprint. That'd be interesting. Or should we just get more base chance to hit? Our accuracy's pretty decent already. I believe this next pip here is going to be another minimum range reduction. And then like there's a improved cult shot and I think a cult shot mastery or something. Or there's either 1 or 2 levels of extra cult shot accuracy. And then we max out the tree here. This next guts level I think is going to be another overheat threshold. Either overheat threshold or extra health. And we're only 1900 XP from that. Or do we just want this extra sprint? We don't sprint, we jump. We only sprint, between combats. So this extra sprint is not so good for us. There should be some more hit defense later on, but I think we want to prioritize other things. Like maybe just an extra 5% accuracy. It'll make hitting those light mechs easier.
Training complete.
Commander.
And Medusa, you weren't on the mission.
Orders?
And you are waiting for your coolant vents. Or maybe we should get another breach and shot pilot. Yeah, work our way up to breach and shot. Yeah, let's do that instead.
Mech warrior training
Because we already got,
complete.
what, 3? Yeah, we got 3 pilots with coolant vents right now. We need breach and shot for our AC-20s and, other high damage single shot weapons. And what kind of contracts do we have left? We have a couple more pirate missions. If you want to grind rep with pirates, we can stick in this system for a little bit. But what is our bay looking like? It's still decent. We got Centurion, Vindicator, Blackjack. We can make a good lance out of this. In fact, we could swap this around, have the Hunchback done in 2 days rather than the 11. Although I do want to see the Shadowhawk in action. We got that plus 40 melee damage upgrade on it. Wow, that's a decision for next time. I think I'm going to call it here. Had some good fun. That story mission, kind of running up against the clock on it. We nearly lost our catapult, or at least the PPC on the catapult, and the Vindicator took a pretty nasty pounding as well, but it came out on top. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.